Hi, I'm Robert Evett, online editor with Power Engineering, and with me today is Gordon Henley. He's with Southern Company, but he is also heavily involved in the Carbon Capture Center. And so if you could just kind of tell us a little bit about the Carbon Capture Center.
All right. The Carbon Capture Center is part of Southern Company Research and Environmental Affairs Department. It's located in Wilsonville, Alabama. It's adjacent to Alabama Power is EC gas and steam plant. It started in 1996. At the time it was called PSDF, Power System Development Facility, and began as the development of a transport gasifier which generated syngas for power generation. Now that has evolved in a commercial operation at the Kemper County facility over in Kemper County, Mississippi. After that was developed, the National Carbon Capture Center, or NC3, was then devoted to carbon capture. So we also added another test site. We have two test sites now located adjacent to this plant Gaston. One is called PC4, which is a post-combustion carbon capture center. And then the NC3 is what was the old PSDF. It's on the pre-combustion, where we take the syngas that's generated by the gasifier and treat it and have different developers use their processes on capturing carbon from the syngas. Now the PC4, or the Post-Carbon Capture Center, takes flue gas from Plant Gaston, which is an 800 megawatt coal-fired plant. It takes this flue gas and it runs it through a series of test bays. We have 3 pilot test bays, and we have 5 bench scale test facilities, so developers can come in and test depending on the size and where they are in their process, and depending on how much of their solvent they actually have. They can test at a very small scale, a lab scale, or bench scale, or a pilot scale. So we offer all of that to these developers. And we've got we take a project from inception all the way through pilot scale if that's required. We have engineers. We have 35 engineers on site. We have process engineers. We have design engineering department. We've got a construction staff of about 85 to 100 people, and so we can take a project and do every phase of the project, including the construction, operation, testing, analysis, and reporting.
Excellent. Well, what are some of the more recent technologies that have successfully been tested and deployed at the Carbon Capture Center?
We've tested several solvent-based. We used MEA as a baseline testing, so that's what the comparison is. We have large developers, large companies will come in, such as GE, Linde, Air Liquide, and test their processes and test their solvents. We've also got some smaller developments, even academic. From the academic world, we've had Ohio State, University of Alabama, Stanford Research. So we've had anything from academics to these large companies. They come in, and then we've had some membrane technology testing, we have solvent-based testing, multiple solvents. So, and some of them have even been applied on a commercial scale.
Excellent. Well, I think that'll about do it for us. Thanks so much for talking with us today.
Well,
for Power Engineering, I'm Robert Evett.